Well, obviously not the result we wanted. Hard-fought effort. Is there something about this Drake team? What is it about this team?
Just can't. They just go harder for longer, I guess. 3 years I've lost like this. Hail Mary, long field goal. So it hurts, but we got to go in the bye week with a little chip on our shoulder.
Yeah, and talk about this Pioneer League. There's the tenacity and the competition, and we see these games that happen. Just kind of touch on the league.
I mean, we've normally been the top. Everyone's getting better, so we gotta continue to get better. I think with the whole transfer portal stuff, every team's good now. Every team has a chance to win, so we just got to be the one to win.
And kind of just reflecting on this game and that touchdown, great play. What did you see on that? And kind of was that something in the works you guys been working on? Or?
Yeah, that was Yosei. Yosei, we've been throwing it, but he's lefty, so it spins the wrong way. So I told him there's a 50-50 chance I can catch it. But it just worked out. I ended up being able to break a tackle then.
And just talk about Salazar and how important he is this team, keeping it close and keeping you guys in this
Yeah,
game.
I mean, it's the expectation. He knows it, that like we expect him to make the field goal, so he's doing a great job.
And just touch on the character of this team, what people may not know, and going forward. And like you said, this is just fuel and motivation going forward for you guys, this loss.
Yeah, I think every time we go through something like this, we're good about keeping our head up. We're good about just next game. So we'll look at it tomorrow, and then Monday it's a whole new week.
Anything you want to say that I didn't ask you?
No, tough loss.
Cole, you think about going back to the trick play. How many times have you guys ran that in practice, little, and how many guys have you guys ran that play? Pretty much going back to the preseason.
That was this week. We got it once full speed in practice against our defense, so not a schemed up look, and it ended up looking terrible. But that look was also not the look we were expecting, but it ended up working out.
Mm-hmm. You think about, that was kind of the only touchdown that you guys had. What was kind of the biggest challenge that you guys faced, especially from an offensive standpoint?
Just stalling out. The Drake defense did a good job bending, not breaking. So we just got to be able to finish those drives. I felt like we did good, get near the red zone, but we just got to be able to finish.
Mm-hmm. What did you see out of Tyler today?
I mean, good. He had some great plays, great throws. I think we could have helped him out a little bit. So I think he played pretty well.
I think Bree kind of asked it kind of as a follow-up, but how do you guys try and use this loss to help you guys kind of motivate moving forward for the rest of the year?
Yeah, same thing. Just chip on your shoulder. Like, you never know what's going to happen now, so we just got to keep working.
Anything else for Cole?
Oh, yeah. So after the missed field goal, how's the momentum shifting to the offense? How do you guys feel?
I mean, it's the same goal every single drive, just get in the end zone 6 points. So I know we didn't always achieve that goal, but it's the same mentality.
And you guys kept beating Critter, and how did that help your momentum moving down the field in that last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter?
I mean, it's great when you turn around and you see Critter running for 5+ yards each run. It's a great feeling, but same thing. We just stalled out there at the end, but I mean, on to next week now.
Coach, obviously not the result we wanted. Just what is it about this Drake team you think?
I don't know. I think they play 4 quarters of football. They play 60 minutes of football, and that's to their credit. I thought they did a great job keeping the game manageable while they could.
Let's talk about the Pioneer League, the tenacity of this league that you guys are in, and just kind of touch on that.
PFL is competitive football. I think each and every one of these head coaches does everything they can to get their players to play and to do it effectively.
Touching on these calls, is there anything maybe as a coach, I don't know if players kind of take it away when maybe they get a call that they feel is wrong. Is there anything you kind of say to them like, hey, just on to the next?
They're gonna play between the stripes. They don't concern themselves with calls. They don't concern themselves with any of that stuff. That's my job. I thought my players fought an extremely hard game. I thought they did a great job. For 60 minutes they battled defensively, offensively, just finding a way to create the next first down or to get the next stop. I thought they did a sensational job, and to their coach's credit, keeping them and coaching them throughout the game, I thought it was great. I thought they did an exceptional job.
And when you guys are entering such a emotional-filled, I'm sure, game against Drake, just kind of talk about the mental aspect when it's kind of that same nature, that tight, close game, just the mental side of it all.
Well, hopefully we can find a way to be on the right side of that tight game. Just late in the game, when your players are giving you everything and doing everything they can, just finding a way to give them an opportunity to put them in a position to win the game.
And just last question for me, talk about Salazar and kind of the asset and tool he is for you guys that kind of keeps it within reach.
Emiliano, he does a good job week in and week out. He's still young, so there are a couple things that we're always going to have to correct with young players, and just to keep them going and head in the right direction. But he gave us an opportunity to win, made 3 or 4 really tough field goals. That were our scores. I mean, he was pretty much one of our only weapons today. So we're going to continue to pour into him and hope that he continues to come along.
And apologies, one more question. I asked this to Cole as well, just kind of that chip on your shoulder mentality and these kind of tough, close losses, and how kind of going forward feeling you guys.
Well, we're just going to take it one game at a time like we always do. We focus on trying to be 1-0. We focus on trying to play 60 minutes of football and taking it moment by moment, not trying to get too far ahead of ourselves or look above the horizon. We just try to keep our heads down and go one game at a time.
Brandon, what do you think was the biggest challenge that your team faced, whether it was on offense or on defense, taking on Drake today?
Oh, well, Drake is a good football team. I think they deserve credit for the culture that they have there. It's a new head coach and Coach Woodley, but it looks like the same team. Those guys go out and fight hard. They play every down, and they play for 60 minutes. So I think the culture that Drake has goes a long way to their success.
In that second quarter when things weren't working well, you guys went to the bottom of the playbook. Take me through how that call came about to have the double pass for the long touchdown.
Oh, I mean, Coach Fulton threw a couple things in this week, trying to use guys who make plays for us. And I think Yosei has done a great job special teams-wise, and as our punt returner. He's tough, he's physical, but he's also a very, very talented kid. I mean, he can do a lot of different things. He kicks, he punts, he returns kicks, he returns punts. So Coach Fulton just tried to find another avenue to get him the ball and make him effective.
Mm-hmm. How much, whether it was you or Fulton, how much did you guys know that Yosei could throw the ball like he did today?
Well, he's always slinging it around in practice, and I'm just glad we saw the opportunity to use him in that way, and it paid off.
Mm-hmm. How much do you think about the last couple of weeks losing by 1 possession? How much do you guys can mentally use that going into the rest of the year?
Well, like I said, it's just we got to take it one game at a time, one moment at a time, and not get ahead of ourselves. And I think we did that tonight. I mean, it would have been easy for our offense to go out there and lay an egg during that last drive, but we put something together, and we were able to kick a field goal to tie the game up. So I think continuing that culture and continuing the change, that expectation is the key to us being successful.
Anything else for Coach?
Yes, hi Coach. This is USD Vista. What was the conversation on the sideline when the refs didn't call intentional grounding in the last few seconds?
I asked him if I could review it. I told them that there was clearly nobody in the area. The ball didn't reach the line of scrimmage, and the quarterback was just trying to chuck it away. They said it wasn't reviewable. I couldn't review if there was somebody in the area. I couldn't review, and it was moot because they ruled somebody in the area. So I was fighting for everything I could for our players.
And what were you telling the defense when their running back kept finding holes in the middle and your nose tackles couldn't stop the run?
Well, we were there. We just didn't tackle very well. We just when things like that happen, you go back to fundamentals. Running your feet on contact and grabbing cloth.
And what's the conversation you have in the locker room after a loss like this?
One step at a time, one day at a time, one game at a time. Stay focused on each other, stay together, and continue to build what we're building here at USD.